Hello students, we are on a topic how to identify group period and block in the periodic table if we are knowing the configuration of the elements. So very important topic, usually of 3 marks and a very important part of the lesson, periodic properties and classification, lesson 3 of the NCERT chemistry. So when we are talking about the period, how to identify the period of the element. So the period of the element is identified by the help of the principal quantum number of the valence shell. Remember the principal quantum number of the valence shell. When we have to identify the block, as we know that the periodic table is divided into 4 parts, sp, d and f block. The block of the element is identified by the orbital which receives the last electron. Identify the word orbital which receives the last electron. So following the configuration of above, the orbital which receives the last electron helps in identifying the block. And the group is identified on the nature of the block in which the last electron has entered. So for s block, the group number is equal to the number of the valence electron in the s orbital. So we will be taking one by one example of each of the block and identifying the group period and block in each the case. For example, if we are taking the case of lithium, okay, we have taken the case of lithium which is having the atomic number 3. So writing the configuration 1s2 and 2s1. So period. We know that the period is equal to the number of the principal quantum number. So principal quantum number is 2. Okay. Now the block. Where the last electron has entered. The last electron is entered into the S. So it is the S block. Now the group. For S block, the group number is equal to the number of the valence electrons. So the number of the valence electron are 1 in the second orbital, 2s orbital. So the group number is 1. So for the S block element, the period is equal directly given as the principal quantum number, and the block is the last orbital where the electron is going, the orbital in which the last electron is going, and the group number is equal to the number of the valence electron present in the last orbital, which is the S block here. Now for a P block element, let us take the example of P block silicon. Okay. Now in case of silicon, the number is 14. The configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, then 3s2, and then the 3p2. Okay, 3p2, that is the 3px1, 3py1. Now the period number. The period number is equal to the principal quantum number, which is 3 here. Block is equal to the last electron's orbital. So it is the p block. And when we have to give the number of the group, we all know that the p block lies after s and D. So the group number in case of the P block is equal to 10 plus number of the valence electron. 10 because we have considered the D also. So 10 plus number of the valence electron in the last shell, 2 plus 2, that is 4. So it will be the 14th group. So easy to identify period, the principal quantum number, block is equal to the orbital in which the last electron is going. And the group in case of the P block. In case of the P block, the group is given as 10 plus number of electrons in the valence. Okay. Now, when we come to the D block elements, the period is directly identified by the principal quantum number. The block is directly identified by the last electron's orbital. And in case of the D block element, the group number is identified by number of electrons in n-1 d subshell and the number of the electron in the valence shell, that is the S. Nth shell, that is the, in this case for the D block, it is the S1 which is taken. So when we are talking about, let us take the example of scandium, which is number 21. Number of electrons in the valence shell, which is the 4s1 or 5s in case of the D block. Scandium, we are going to write it in the form of argon, 4s to 3d1. Okay. So the period number is equal to the principal quantum number. Principal quantum number is 4 here. Block is equal to the last electron's orbital. It is the D block. Okay, and then when we are going to identify the group, so the group is identified on the basis of the block. So the block and the group are correlated as number of electron in the n-1 and the number of electron in the nth shell. So the nth shell is 4s because it is the outermost one. Although it is filled first because of n plus l rule, but it is the nth shell. So the total number of electrons are 1 plus 2 that is equal to 3. So it will be lying in the third group. So the group, period and block are easy to identify if we are using a specific method for identifying the group. Period and block can be identically can be calculated from the configuration directly. Now let us do one example. Now for the F block, the group number cannot be given here directly because the F block is based on the elements which are lying after lanthanum and those which are lying after actinium. So they are not specified in a particular group, but we call them as lanthanide and actinide if they are belonging to 4F or if they are belonging to 5F. So let us take one example in which all of your queries will be solved. The first one, A is equal to 9, and element A is equal to 9. So first what we have to do, we have to write the electronic configuration of these elements. We have to identify the group, the period, the block, and also to identify them as representative noble transition or inner transition. So we know that the representative noble transition and inner transition elements in our before classes also. So if it is 9, then the configuration is 1s2, 2s2, and it is going to be 2p5, which we are going to write it as here I am writing it directly, but we usually write it as 2px2, 2py2, and 2pz1. So but for the identification of group and period, we can use 1s2, 2s2, 2p5. So the group period number, first of all, we will be starting with the period number. Period is equal to the quantum number, so it is 2. Then we are moving towards the block. The block is the last electron entries into the orbital, that is the p block. When we are talking about the group, we know that for the p block element, the group number is equal to 10 plus valence, 10 plus valence electrons. Valence electron are 2 plus 5, that is 7. So it will be the 17th group element. Okay, and since the p block element and it is the 5th one, we know that it is group number 17. So it is which type of element? Representative noble transition or inner transition. So p block are the representative element. It is a halogen representative element. Okay, so group, period, block identification of nature of element can be done very easily if our ability to write the electronic configuration is totally correct. Then let us be on another element, B. We have taken the random element B. The configuration is going to be 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, and then 3s2. So it is the S block element. First of all, we will write the period. The period is equal to the largest quantum number, that is the 3. 3 here, the principal quantum number. Then when we are talking about the block, the last electron is entered into the S subshell, so it is the block S. When we are talking about the group, so for the S block elements, the group is equal to the valence electron present. So the valence electrons are 2. So the group is also second in nature. Now for these elements, we know that the S block and P block element are called the representative element. Group 18 is called the noble gases. So it is the S block element. It will be representative in nature. It will be a representative element. Okay, then another element C, 29. So for the C element, which is having the atomic number 29, the configuration is going to be 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6. We know that in case of 29, it is 4s1, 3d10. It is the copper part. So the period is equal to the main quantum number. The largest quantum number here is the shell number is 4, the valence one. Then when we are talking about the block, it is the D block element. The last electron has entered into the D orbital. When we are talking about the group, we know that in case of the D block element, the group number is identified by the number of the electrons present in n-1 D and the ns electrons. So we are going to find out these electrons here. It is for the D, it is 10 plus S1. That is the group number 11th. Okay, so we can easily, in another way, we can learn it as the power of S and the power of D, getting the added one. Then we are talking about the nature of the elements. So we know that the D block elements are transition elements. So it is a transition element, a complete package, period, group, block, and nature of the element. Then coming to the another element, which is D, that is having the atomic number 58. In spite of writing it as 58, we can simply write it as xenon, 6s2, 5d1, and 4f1. Okay, since the last electron is shown as the f1, so the period is equal to the largest is 6, block, the last electron entry, that is the f. When we are in the f block, we first of all discuss that no group number is given to it, but they are simply called it as, if it is 4, then we call it as lanthanide. Okay, so they are considered as the lanthanides in nature. Lanthanoids we used to give, or they belong to the 4f. So not a specific group is given at that time for these elements, because they are in the third group, but in the third group lanthanum is present, and all these 14 elements are considered to be a part of it. So for the F block, the nature is inner transition element. So with these examples, it would be very clear that the group period block and the nature of the element can be identified.